What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Investing into crypto can be a little tricky. The reason why is because a lot of people don't understand the cryptocurrency market. And I'm not saying that I fully understand it and that I've figured everything out. No, right? Cryptocurrency is still speculative, even in my opinion, in what I have. But I still do see the success going forward. And the reason why I see that success is because of how people talk about it, how we're going about it, the money that's flowing into it, and many other things. But people tend to kind of put cryptocurrency and the stock market in like two separate areas, which is 100% understandable, but in certain ways. And the way that you put them in two separate areas is by this is a currency and this is the business where you could potentially use that currency, right? But when you're looking at the markets in general, know that there are good cryptos, there are bad cryptos, there are good stocks, there are bad stocks, there are good properties, there are bad properties. There's good everything and there's bad everything, right? So we understand that portion of it. So to say that we are not going to have success in crypto or nobody's going to have success in crypto is ridiculous. However, with the mindset that I've seen in my comment section, I feel as though there's going to be a good amount of people that just fail at investing into cryptocurrency, like they failed in the past. Before we get into this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out today's video sponsor, FortisX. If you guys have cryptocurrency like XRP, Ethereum, USDT, feel free to check out this link down below. You can earn up to 19.71% variable APY with no lockups. You can withdraw anytime that you want. There's no lockup periods. They have been operating since 2018. Public audits, and they have SEC filings, so you know that they are transparent. If you look at my portfolio, I have about $23,000 sitting in FortisX, a majority in XRP. I did move about 20,000 XRP over here, and USDT, as well as buying some XRP. But then as well as USDT, about $405, where I gained about $5.50, and then 53 XRP total for the last 5 days that I've been invested with XRP there. So plan on doing that long term. If you guys want to check it out for yourself, feel free to do so. As we're waiting this out and seeing this grow, I'm able to get a lot more XRP in the process. So thank you, FortisX, for sponsoring this video, but definitely go ahead and check them out down below. Now, the cryptocurrency market sits at a $2 trillion market cap. Yeah, everything seems to be down. Solana is slightly up today, but Bitcoin's down. It's at a $1.19 trillion market cap. BNB at a 73 or 74 billion dollar market cap. You have XRP at a $64 billion market cap, and many other things that are there. The reason why I bring this up is because with the extreme fear in the market, people bring up where crypto was and where it is now, and they're like, you missed out on everything. What you need to understand is that the most successful investors in any market, will not look to time the market. I'm looking for certain prices short term. Yes, great. That's my exit plan set up that could be associated with long term. If it happens in the next 5 years, then fine. I don't care. But I'm going to see this through as I have my full exit plan. However, looking at anything, let's say you're investing into the SPY. If you look at the SPY very closely, you might see that it's fluctuating a bit, right? If I go in here and I look at the SPY in the last year, you can say, oh, it would be a bad time to invest here, but it's a good time to invest here. But honestly, anywhere that you invest at this point is a good place to invest. If you go back 5 years, you can say the same thing. Bad time to invest here, good time to invest here, right? But if you did invest here, you still made a ton of money in the long term in the last 5 years. So saying that that is ridiculous for you to invest at this level where I currently stand, which for many things is at a low level. It's not the lowest level possible, but it is a low level. You were going to see success in the end as long as you do have things that are good cryptocurrencies. Now, if you're investing into all meme coins, that might be something that you have more of a short leash on, right? But you shouldn't have, you shouldn't be looking at this you shouldn't be looking at those long term. You should be looking at the bigger plays long term. If I max it out, you're going to see nothing but success. You wouldn't say, oh, it's a bad time to invest into the SPY at 150 when it went down to 73. Well, guess what? It's up to $736, however many years later. So this is the thing, is that most people will look at it that way. But now people are looking at cryptocurrency and they're saying you can't compare the stock market to crypto. Why not? You have cryptocurrencies that are going to be heavily utilized, that are going to be global, that are going to be a big part of our economy, and then cryptos that are not. The stock market is the same way. You have businesses that are a bigger part of our economy, a bigger part of our world, and then you have businesses that are not. You have penny stocks as well that are down there that may not do anything, and some might do something, just like cryptocurrencies having meme coins that might do something, or utility coins that might do something. But you have the main drivers. You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have BNB, you have XRP, you have Solana, you have the main drivers that are going to be worth billions, hundreds of billions, and maybe even trillions of dollars, and ones that'll come up from the bottom, the top 200, top 300, top 500, that'll then push up to the top 100 and be worth something. So anybody that's saying, oh, well, you went through this bull market or bear market to bull market to bear market to bull market, and then now you're in a bear market again, and you didn't decide to do anything. First of all, that's false. Throughout bear markets, throughout bull markets, I have bought more. I have found entry points. I have taken profit at some points. I've made money in the cryptocurrency market, but I've also found a way to reinvest that money into the markets, into other plays that I believe in. So now, is it going to be that all of those plays work out to be absolute home runs? No. But what I do gain from it is I gain opportunity across the board. I don't just put all my eggs into one basket, even though right now with XRP and everything else, pulling back, it looks like XRP is, 80 to 90% of my portfolio, while before that, it was sitting at about 60% of my portfolio because many other things have come down further than the top cryptocurrencies in the market. So again, you look at something like Bitcoin, short term, you're like, oh, well, you know what? You should have sold at 124 and bought back in at 59 or whatever, even lower, I guess. You could have bought in low. Well, if you look at it overall, right, and you bought at 6 cents, if you decided to do that every single time, $17, you sold here, you then saw it skyrocket up, you decided not to buy because you didn't want to chase it, you missed out on hundreds of dollars worth of gains, maybe even thousands or tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. As it's growing up to $100,000+, you missed out on a lot. There were people that believed in how you were going to use Bitcoin and XRP and many others in the past, and people that didn't believe in it, people that didn't believe in the growth. And those people that didn't believe in it, they're the same people that are like, I should have bought XRP, I should have held this, I should have held that. And you're going to be one of those people. Because for me, yes, my portfolio goes from a high level to a low level, but it's no concern to me because I'm banking on the growth of the cryptocurrency sector rather than just like, oh, well, I want to see XRP run and then just take all my profit at $3. Yeah, it would be great to know exactly where things are so that I can go, all right, I'm selling here and I know that 6 months later it's going to be at a lower price point that I can buy at and buy the same amount of XRP I had while still having a lot of profit. Would have been great. But that's the thing, is I've learned my lesson from timing the market, which I don't think many other people have yet. And once you learn that lesson, you'll understand exactly what I'm doing. I'm treating it as if it is a high value or a Fortune 500 company that I'm investing with, or treating it as if it is an ETF, an all-encompassing ETF. That's how I'm treating it, because crypto will be big. It's just depending on when it fully takes off. And when that happens, I'll be ready for it. Right? I'm not going to be selling at low levels or even selling at mid levels, mid-tier levels. Bitcoin ran. Yes, it did. Did Ethereum really run? No. Did XRP make those huge moves that we thought or we expected to see in an altcoin season? No. ADA? No. AVAX, no. Solana, it moved a little bit, but still not the movement that we expected. BNB, no, right? We haven't seen, we've seen new all-time highs in some, but for an altcoin season, we should see new all-time highs in most. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. My opinion down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I just wanted to talk to you about why I think a lot of people in the cryptocurrency market is going to fail at crypto investing. And if you have this mindset where you're thinking just short term and that you need to take profit whenever it goes up and buy whenever it goes down, I mean, it's tough to time the market. It is. And you're going to realize that. You may have had a couple of times where you were successful, or you feel like you could be successful, or you haven't even invested into the crypto market. I've seen those type of people that haven't invested at all, and they were like, everybody knows you buy low and sell high. You're not even in the market. You don't know what to do, and you haven't experienced any of it, but you decide to give out advice. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the link down below for 4 to 6, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.